And so we are now on to the FY 17 proposed budgets, I guess, Pat.
We are, because basically the memo incorporated both A and B, so your vote incorporated both A and B on the agenda.
Right.
So, yes, we are. Surprise, surprise. Well, when last we left our budget discussions,
Yes.
we had a very productive meeting, and this effort this evening is to sort of put out there exactly what was done, incorporate that in the budget, and then hopefully ask for you to warn a public hearing. In terms of the changes to the budget, excuse me, the revenues are proposed to be increased by 4%. The budget is proposed to be increased by 4%, yet the tax rate is proposed to be decreased by 4.1%. And so you wonder, how might that have happened? Well, we're making an assumption on the grand list of 1% growth, so there's gonna be a little bit of growth in the grand list in the village, which will generate more money. Our big move that was done at the work session was to transfer out of the capital $200,000 for the paving projects in the village and transfer them into the highway department, which added and brought that up to approximately $1 million, but that is gonna be paid for by the town in our agreement. So basically, we will have accomplished two things. We'll have consolidated the paving program, and we will be lowering the tax rate.
Yep.
In addition to that big change, there was an addition of $3,000 that was for the Channel 17 contribution.
Right.
And that appeared in the administrative budget. And there was $30,000 went into the current wastewater treatment plant capital budget for the current year for the samplers. Remember that Jim came and made a presentation about that. We had funds in the capital budget, so we made that transfer in the current year. It has absolutely nothing to do with the budget, but you did make a budgetary change at that meeting. And then lastly, there was a decision to transfer $50,000 to the building maintenance reserve, and that was in the capital budget. Again, that's not something that you're going to be warning, but it was a discussion, and it had a lot to do with the building and the last, go through with the bids and the repointing and the work that's currently being done.
Right.
And it's a good decision to be made because you're basically setting aside some funds for future costs, so that we don't get whacked with a big bill all at once.